please go through those resources. So on today's session, we will be talking about very important platforms and tools that is much important for your contribution related to Wikimedia. So my name is Ankit and I will be the host for the next few hours. And we are excited to have you on this session where we will be discussing about tools and platforms, which is the backbone for Wikimedia ecosystem. So this session is designed to help you to get started with the journey of making a meaningful contribution to Wikimedia project. So we will be talking about Fabricator, Xtools, GitLab, Gerrit, and Toolforge. Okay, so please make note of these sessions because these sessions are very much important for your contribution so that you can make some significant and real contribution to Wikimedia platform. So if you have a diary or pen, please take out that, and I will just wait for 1 minute to so that you can take your diaries and start making note of these sessions because these sessions are very much important for your contributions. Okay. So we have a very good speaker with us today. We have Kashyap with us today. He is a program manager at IIIT Hyderabad and a lot of experience in wiki contribution. So he's one of the guy who started this whole thing. And so Kashyap is also my mentor and a lot of experience he have. So you will be learning a lot of things with Kashyap and it will be a very important session for you. So please listen this session very carefully. Second speaker, we have Agamya. So Agamya is a wiki contributor and he's been significantly contributing to Wikimedia ecosystem and he's also a part of Google Developer Group Prayagraj. So yeah, so I think we can start this session, Kashyap. Do you want me to share the screen or you can take it?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, yeah, fine. So fine. Yeah, if you want to go through and let me share my screen. If it is working fine.
If you have any doubt, guys, you can put it in a chat box or feel free to use emojis. Okay.
Okay. So my screen is visible, right?
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Great. Excellent. Wonderful. Yeah. So just hide it. I'm hiding myself. Yeah, fine. Thanks. So then. Yeah. Today we're talking about two important tools. Let me give an overview of that particular tools. These tools are primarily developed, with helping using the Wiki cloud systems, and we are like a lot of people contribute on different projects like Wiki main project, Wiki sister project like Wikipedia Commons, Wiki News, Wiktionary kind of thing. And we, for all the ecosystem required, we need to have it on public platforms. For we can ensure this kind of mass scale operations with the millions of editors, and we have billions of readers, and we need to have a consistency in progress and understanding the everybody's components. And for that reason, we have Xtools being developed for develop ecosystem. We have a GitHub, we have other resources. So Fabricator is a resources kind of project management activity. So in this session, we're going to explain detail about how these tools and kind of thing. So this session divided into two parts. One is into kind of first 5 minutes would be the presentation, and then I can go through that what is the tools everything into, right? So I'm sharing this presentation slide also, so that you required if any further links can be like if you want to access that link kind of thing. So this can be shared with you. Okay. So first we look at Xtools. Xtools is the one of the utility help for the newcomers. So this is basically developed by the community members, but it is one of the most relied platforms to understand wiki content system. So if you understand, we have a advanced page analytics like metrics of the people, like understand the pages, understand the design patterns, understand the content evaluation, how the links will be, what kind of use people are getting, and what are the categories people are doing that. And this is one of the important tools in analysis. Most of you are computer science students, right? We need to use analysis and analytics. For that, we need to have some raw data, right? For example, we want to check the uh, page tools between a Hyderabad page or Delhi page, so we can get some information on this. If any page, what kind of attention page is seeking, what is the top editors for particular, what are the people contributing that, and how many edits the people are doing, and what is the admins are doing on the way. And if you look at a person global contributions, and this can be understand within the X tools. Okay, this is for user contributions and editing further. One of the thing with the X tools is we also get the page statistics for every Wikipedia page got Wikipedia their its own ID, and every Wikipedia page we come to know, like for example, I'll show that the Punjab, your most of the people from your university page, and if you look at your university page got its own ID, right? And it got Wikidata ID, and it is site link it also. How many people are editors? So for this page, how many people are doing edit, right? If you have 249 people editing that one, but it is a stub page. So we understand what is the stub page, and from last 30 days, how many people use this, how many people viewed this page, right? These are the pages we can able to get from the X tools. So like this user analysis. So when the user been logged in, and how many editing you done, and how many different pages he created, how many pages deleted, everything is something like visible to everyone. That okay. So then we have a like article information. For example, if you look at any article, like we have an article example, we have university article. It's like we know that how many people edited that article, who are the top editors for the article, and page assessment, like how many contributors, where they contributing, and what is the process they are using. Everything we can able to get it in article information page. And it is also used for community development. Community development in the sense, probably if you want to develop some kind of static community for focusing on certain things, think about you want to develop a community to build a lot of technical related activities on Wikipedia, like for example, writing articles about machine learning, articles about any other systems. So this can be this for all the regions. At least we need to have some kind of community statistics, right? So definitely a lot of people are interested. For example, if I show your university page, most of people are interested to add that value for this, right? So for that, you need to have some analytics on this. X tools will be helpful for getting those kind of analytics. So this is possible with the API access, and also we can write custom query applications, and also we can do some scheduling reporting, and we can have a technical integration with these pages in terms of numbers and other statistics. Okay, for example, this is one page which is talks about analyze a couple of pages. But they think you're interacting with a couple of city pages. So we have analysis about Mumbai page, Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, Kolkata. So you probably know that what exactly is happening on this, right? So Mumbai, I mean, how many views for Mumbai, how many like daily average views for Chennai, and what is the state of article. So we have some BC, we're going to discuss on this. Okay, so then let us getting into so if you look at X tools got their own URL. Okay, so most of the time what happens, if you type just Google X tools, you may not able to get a right page, right? For example, let me see. So if you type X tools, yeah, you have some different X tools, but these are all the is my screen visible, right? Hello?
Yeah, it's visible. Yeah, it's visible.
Fine.
Yeah.
You can see, fine, great. Yeah. So these are all the not X tools. Don't get confused on this. Actually, URL of the X tool is X tool WMF cloud. Okay. So we just understand about what this tool about. Okay, so this is a tool where we interacting on a today's activity. Why it is very important is you're all the developers. Even I myself is a developer, uh, and I myself also a contributor, right? But as you know, Wikipedia is one of the open access voluntary system, so you can't hide anything on this. For example, like you're selling that, like for example, like when you are doing for interview, right? We're telling that I do a lot for Wikipedia, and I participate in this kind of programs, kind of thing. If somebody knows that, if any interview or any kind of thing, if you want to know your progress, your activity, they depending on X tools. Okay, so if you look at these are all different counts, like for example, edit counter, like what is it, how many edits one person make, kind of thing. Because of like I'm not supposed to like show any other people on a. I mean, these are all everything. If the moment once you got a Wikipedia page, you'll get a user ID, right? Wikipedia ID. So I'm using my Wikipedia ID. Okay, so the moment once you says that, okay, you get my, so this is my Wikipedia ID, and I can check that what is the main wiki, mother wiki I can look for, and also I can look for these are all counts, right? If you want to search, yeah. So this is about my analytics part. So this could be the, for example, if you want to showcase yourself in a Wikipedia, if you want to showcase your work in your resume or somewhere, right? If you, because you do the machine learning part, you do the programming part, kind of thing. Like your LinkedIn ID, people are using the Wikipedia X-Tools ID for ensuring their contribution to the Wikipedia, right? So if you look at mine, so this is the way we started this one. So it says that when I registered on this one, and when I done a first edit, and when I done last edit, okay, on which platforms I make, kind of thing, right? When, how many pages I edited. So this is the global statistics. That means because I'm from Telugu Wikipedia, kind of thing, I can find more relevant images in Telugu. So if you click on this, you know what is my contributions in Telugu, right? And again, if you click on comments, what is my contributions in comments, right? This could be the so recent likes and one image. So this could be the centralized system. This is open for everyone. You don't require to. I didn't log in anywhere. I just use my Wikipedia ID, and I can able to see this where I contributed, which one I contributed, so what is my edit, and where I'm contributing. I'm contributing majorly on wiki articles. Then I contributed to user pages. Okay, so I can see that when I'm contributing, like see, this is the one only unknown name. Okay, this many contributions I done, and again also it will give you like which year I contributed more, and it shows you that when is the, I mean, what time you are contributing, right? It will be like taking care of a time card. It shows that okay, I'm active on a particular day on Monday, right? So these are some pages where I started and where I edited this, right? So these are all the sandbox pages. So if you've done any kind of sandbox, if you're doing any kind of thing, so it also show this how many top edits we done. So in MediaWiki, what I've done, entire history. So if what is my designation, like I'm an event coordinator, if I'm confirmed user, everything. So it got on a whole, I mean, everything, like kind of, if you look at your horoscope, your wiki horoscope is nothing but a wiki X-Tools page, right? It shows you interest, edit counts, and year counts, which year you done for, and how many months you done for, and everything, right? And also it will show this, what is the global contributions. If you look at any Wikidata item, if you created, right, it will show this, what is your global account log. Please understand that there will be something called global account log. Global account log is something like, which is basically for every Wikipedia domain. Once you create a Wikipedia page, you assign one kind of user ID, right? So if user ID not exists anywhere, you can consider this as a user ID for a global, right? For example, we have a let me open, yeah. So we have a person called Arun, a common name called Arun. Probably if Arun able to get the information, able to create his user ID called Arun, but if it is a Arun global ID, means Arun may not have the same user ID in a Hindi Wikipedia, or Arun may not have same Arun ID in a Tamil Wikipedia, right? So that means his account is not global account. That means for every other account, you need to use a different login for this. But if you, that's where if you created any user account which is unique to you, right? For example, your name with your surname, or your name with some digit number. If you are doing that kind of ID means, if you create that kind of ID means, so this can be universal. So wherever you do all the contributions, you need to capture that. I mean, it will be easy to you capture that. Otherwise, what happens is you need to go to everywhere and you need to click on other mail ID, for example. So this is the one idea, believe that. Okay. So if you think that Krupal and Kashyap is both a mail ID means, you need to ensure that if you're applying for any project, if you're applying for a scholarship kind of thing, you need to tell that hey, both of these mail ID. I'm using Krupal for a Hindi Wikipedia. I'm using Kashyap for Telugu Wikipedia or Punjab Wikipedia, whatever. You need to tell that. But if you got a global account, that means it will going to capture from all the pages on the same account. Hope you understand, right? So global account is a kind of unique name, like your Aadhaar card number, right? So if it is Aadhaar card allocated to you, that means wherever which Wikipedia you goes, you can use the global same ID works for every Wikipedia. Otherwise, you need to create a separate IDs for all the wikis. So then, so these are all the states. Like we already seen this, and we have something called page history. So this page, you can able to see if any page. For example, we want to check the your page, right? Which is called. So let me open your page. Yeah. So yeah, this is about your university page, right? So where I'm getting this page means, if I open this University Punjab, your page, right? Either we have how many languages it has? It has all these languages, right? So if you want to use this page, you search on page history and you please paste this page title. And you can mention the dates, everything if you want to wish. It could be the option. So this is the page about your university, where it has it can tell that how many registered users on this and who are the top edits. So if you're rating anything on your page means your name also will be displayed like this, right? For example, if you look at this guy, okay, so this person got his own user page, and he can understand about the particular user. Okay, this person don't have a Wikipedia page, right? So how we come to know about Wikipedia page is there or not? So the moment once you're able to log into Wikipedia, so the moment once you log in, you'll find a page like this. Like for example, your page, your name and this. So if you don't have page, it will be on a red color. So if it is red color, you need to click on this and create a page. That it asks you to create some page. So where you can able to use any kind of things, like you can able to write something about yourself or whatever you want to have, right? This kind of interactive page for you, right? And if you complete any task kind of thing, anything, any person can have any kind of user page, right? So these are all details can be understand from this. For example, if you look at this person, okay, so there's a simple page. Otherwise, this can be have a page like this. So these are all quite important to understand about what kind of contributors are doing, what kind of edit they are doing, and everything by page wise. And also same same university page, you're not only having contributors, you're also having a people from IP addresses. That means, Wikipedia edited can be anonymous, or people can use their IPs for. I mean, if you have not logged in, they can have their IDs, their IPs registered. So this particular editor who do edit for that is not logged in, but is still able to do from his IP addresses. But at least you this come to know that on who is using this IP, and what is the IP, and yeah. What happens is, these are all the IP. So you can check the what is the IP means. So I'm just pasting this. Yeah, so this is the IP, person from probably from Maharashtra trying to edit a lot of information about this user, I mean, on the particular IP. But unfortunately, what happens is, if you're doing any significance for a particular IP address, people come to know that this IP edit only kind of, only is you doing only one page, is not doing any other pages, right? So there's a fair chance if any information added by this guy, other communities thinks that this guy do some kind of vandalism or may not have source information, they may block this particular ID. Okay, so this is very important. Please understand that though it is allowing to particular ID, but please use your IPs for any vandalism purpose or any specific arbitrary purpose. It going to get blocked. Okay. So yeah, so these are all the some understanding about pages, and also we have a like a page study. Let us take Delhi. Let us take Delhi master, right? So that one when the page being started, how many links to a particular page, and who are the top editors for the page, and everything. And we have different bot edit can be also been automated. Sometimes what happens is people don't just write articles by themselves; they use the bots, right? So we have something called AutoWiki browser, and these are all the bot also contribute for the particular project. Okay, and we come to know that what is the particular work group and what is this assessment of the particular page is about. So all the developers working for a particular project, we call it as Wikipedia project, and you can subscribe to those kind of projects. Okay, so this is the one project is about education India work group. So these people probably going to write all the articles about related to the education, universities kind of thing. So you can also join in a particular group. Okay, so this is the one. I mean, most of the things are self-learning. Other one is it also gives some information about admins. So for example, you have a Punjab Wikipedia. Punjab Wikipedia is code is what? PA, right? So in Punjab Wikipedia, how many admins we have? Active admins is we have in Punjab Wiki, we have around this many admins, and everybody is what they're doing, like how many pages they do. Admins means is the person who have a authority to delete the page, they can revise the blog to someone to do that. Okay, that is again not a paid one, it's a voluntary activity. But every community got some people who they call it as admin, they call it as a bureaucrat kind of thing. So they have much control on these pages. So every Wikipedia, you can check the pages on what kind of, for example, Hindi Wikipedia, who are the admins. Like these are all Hindi Wikipedia admins. We got around 9 admins, and what is their activity will be do. There are some communities. If you're not active for 6 months, a kind of thing, they remove from the admin role and they give it to some other. Okay, it is not only important for being admin, and it also is very important to contribute as admin. Like you need to do particular thing. For example, if you look at this page, this is the bot. Okay, this bot also is of administration. This bot got a ability of administration, and this bot correct abuse. So somebody putting any abuse in wiki pages, this person going to delete it. Okay, and also we have interface admission. If you want to put a new gadget, anything, so this particular person can do certain things, right? So the moment once you become like a Wikipedia, you can also have this kind of tags, and you can also have user page, and you can claim yourself which is you're interested, right? For example, he's a Wikipedia user, and he says that Bhojpuri and his native language is proficient in Hindi, and this user page can be created the moment once you log into Wiki. Right? This is much information about tools. I suggest to go through these pages and use any check it. You probably got ID, right? And you can use the ID and find out what is their other rates, or if you want to find anyone. For example, you look at a page history page, right? So history page, you look at someone, right? Yeah, you want to check the user details, right? So you can take this one and go to this page and click on edit counter. And we are we are checking the information on a English wiki, right? So English is the one. We'll check it out. Okay, so this is data. It will. There are some users can be used for log users. So we will just click on this. So once you're able to log in, it's getting some little time. Otherwise, once you get author permission in edit column, you'll get the details like this. Okay, so this is much about this, and also we look at some API tools. For example, it's also got a API access where you could able to run any APIs on the regard. The thing that you're developing community portal for your college, right? So where you want to make some kind of thing, you're all 20 people or registered on a particular one. You want to develop a one IP system, right? So if you want to develop any kind of this kind of interfaces, and you can try it out anything. Like we have a different API, starting with finding edit counts and block ID, revision IDs, and different count can be done using the APIs. Okay, these are the API. Not only on web-based level, if you're running with the Python, if you're running any other dependency tools, you can run these particular parameters. And we can find some examples on this. So these are all the schema for a page creation titles kind of thing. So if you're Wikipedia, you can understand what are the different schemas on this. So this can be accessed with the PHP or Python. Most of the queries works in Python. These are all the tables I'm talking about. Okay, so if you understand this better, like this page is better, then you can run any kind of script on APIs. Okay. Then we also got after that we also got a page called Fabricator. I don't know whether time. I mean, can I have time for Fabricator or
Yeah,
we
yeah,
do?
yeah. We have a time. We have a time.
We
We have a time.
fine,
You can discuss.
excellent. So Fabricator is a kind of literally it will take one day, one of the like 2 to 3 days workshop to understand a Fabricator. But I thought I just introduced the kind of basics of the Fabricator and how the Fabricator will works. Okay. So this is basically kind of task management, which is for collaborative activity, and we can create a project. We can do the assignment for people, and you can join the groups together, right? And also it will benefit for a total integration of the MediaWiki core management, and every Wikipedia got its own Fabricator tools and have its own project IDs. It has own repositories to deal with. It has own community. For example, if you want to create any gadgets, if you want to create any kind of specific tool for community, so these are all the way Fabricator is the base case for creating those ones. Okay, so we have a dashboards, we have a repositories to browse, and we can able to do the project variables, and we can find different tags. We create a project tags, everything. If you're familiar with any repositories like Git or any other file repositories, probably it will be easy for you to, right? So why this very important tool is, this is a tool which is basically used for people like you. That means technical people, a code development team, if you want to do any operations, or if you want to address any community issues. For example, think about when Punjabi community want to have some kind of gadget automatically collect information from the Google Maps, right? It is maybe some kind of gadget to deal with wiki data, right? If some community will ask any particular project like this, you need to develop that, right? So where you go and develop that? You go and develop in a Fabricator. You raise the ticket and you do that. And also useful for a Wikipedia hackathon. For example, if you're coming to Wiki hackathons kind of thing, where we're going to create a Fabricator ticket, and we're going to assign the particular assignments to you, and we're going to monitor on the progress, right? So these are all the people who's in technical spaces majorly, they use the Fabricator as a project tool. And also we deal with the metadata tags and project associated with the different categories. So creating Fabricator is pretty easy. You go through with the just like creating a wiki ID, and you can also create a Fabricator IDs. So they have a two kind of IDs we have. When generally we have Wikipedia regular ID, which is a like English Wikipedia login ID. Same you can use in Fabricator. And there are some developers who want to create a developer account. Like you're probably aware of the from Ankit mail, right? So there'll be you need to deal with SSH tags, and you need to create a developer account so that you can actually synchronize a database, local database with the global database, and you can do any uploading of the scripts, or if you do any module development, it's easy for you to with your developer account, right? It will be developer account give you access to the integrate with the wiki core system, right? So this kind of activities, there are a lot of tools available. We'll go through one by one. So where you understand about these pages, right? So as initially you've been aware of we have a GitLab for Wikipedia projects, but sometimes if your project is deployed somewhere also, it is possible to integrate the repository to the GitLab, and we integrate with the repository to the Fabricator. Okay, so in Fabricator, generally they deal with some kind of wiki project, like there are the tasks for people like us, like who just entered in the Fabricator. He want to learn what is some task I can do. So we have some projects like what is a good, we call it as a friendly task, and we also got some technical projects where there's a significant improvement will be done. So you can help that do that. And we have something like a documentation, and we have a like for testing, we have a user interface. We have a lot of policies going on. We can have a look at on this. Okay, but the most important thing is that the moment once you log into the fabricator, you please focus on a first task. First task something like generally experience a wiki contributor of fabricator. So they're going to identify that this is the self-contained and it's not non-controversial. You don't require a lot of access to get permission. For example, these tasks are not impacting any core wiki architecture immediately, but still they are the worthwhile to do work on those. And most of these challenges may take 1 or 2 days to rectify that, right? So if there is a link, you will see what kind of fabricate task can be done as the individual. Okay, so but when you're getting to these fabricators, you need to understand some best practices, right? So you don't just create tags, or you don't add tags like that, or you don't require to subscribe if you're not doing any contributions. Right. So please ensure that before getting the fabricator, you understand wiki ecosystem first, and understand about what is the different components, like a page titles, namespaces, like in a Wikipedia, and also you find out which is the nice to you. That means which is you can sometimes we have a lot of interest. There are some tasks which is we like by ourselves, like. For example, I'm pretty interested in something project related to the linguistic or OCR development. So any project related to the information or OCR extraction, so I'm subscribed to that. I don't subscribe to bot generation. I don't subscribe to any ML tools like this, right? So just ensure that what is the native interest, and please check with this one. Okay, again, because we have collaborative activity, we want to do any collaborative, if you want to do any commit messages, any patches kind of thing, you please document it very clearly so that other people can understand that. Right. So again, that will be like we're all the people work for different platforms. You need to be respectful with others. And if you want to, like like a Facebook or Twitter, where you want to mention a separate user, you can use @ symbol to assign a particular. For example, you and your friend is working. So if you want to, you develop you commit something, and if you want to ensure that you need to have your attention of your friend, right? You can use @ for pinging that option. And this is the one of the best practices people can do, right? And also it doesn't mean that fabricate for everything. Still, we have a lot of people in Wikipedia ecosystem. They don't use fabricators. For example, already initially they have developed on GitHub for customer salvation. They don't use fabricator, and some template task in Wikipedia they don't require to have a page in a fabricator. Right, so local managed gadgets also, they don't require to have an individual. I mean, for example, if it is specific to only particular needs of the local community, so they don't require to come to Fabricate to do that. But having said that, 80% of the Wikipedia community, tech community, use the Fabricate on this. Okay, so let me go through this Fabricator. So, like a Fabricator is a global term. I mean, like a like a for GitHub repository kind of thing. That means if you put a fabricator, it is a saying that we had different fabricators. For example, so this fabricator what I'm showing is a one of the core. It is not a MediaWiki fabricator. This could be the different one. This is the global fabricator, and so our right fabricator is a fabricate.wikimedia.org is our right fabricator. Okay, so the moment once you signed in, this is the space you're looking at, and you probably know that what is the if you want to understand about fabricator account, how are you going to create a fabricator account? So as I said, you can use the wiki regular account, or you can use the wiki SSL account. Okay, if you click on this one, you'll get a click on a creating account. Once you creating account, you probably log into this. So I have 2 IDs. So one is my ID is a Kashyap, right? I also got developer ID called Kashyap9. Okay, because I need to. That's a different from the Wikipedia ID. Okay, so this is my fabricator ID. Please understand both are different one. Okay, so a developer account may not reflect all the IDs kind of thing. So the moment once you log in, they're going to say that what's the new task, what is the first comma task. It says something like,
Kashyap, can you tell them about good first task and what it is and how to start with that
yeah,
task?
sure, yeah. So this is the fabric of the moment once you log in, you'll get a this kind of thing, a good first newcomer task. So these are all the listed by the community people. Okay, we have this kind of tags. And you can understand what is a wiki. For example, this is the one tool called video cut tool. Probably you might have heard from Vasant Gopa, right? So Vasant Gopa is one of the largest contributors for this particular tool, and they have a task. So this is the project, and this project got some report, and this been subscribed to the these communities. So these are different tasks. So every task been identified with the and this task will be kind of good first task. Let us click on this particular thing. So it says that to add a mechanism to preview the text feed for video cut to for the discussion tools. So it going to discuss on that. It's going to discuss on particular date, who's the created particular ID, and who's the people working there, and who's been authorized to that, and who's been assigned to that. If you want to subscribe to the task, you can subscribe. That means if you want to get an update on particular one, you can update that. You can check with this repository. And this repository got a where it is. You can check with this video cut tool. And you can find the Git repository info there. So you need to go through that repository and find out what is the task is required for, and you download the repository in your local system and try to address that what is the task into. I mean, once you address that, you come back to this task and you give the, like, for example, if you added any new cut tool, is how this goes, right? So if you understand, we look at one happening fabricator, then you understand about what is where we are working for. If you look at latest projects, so this is the one bug report. So there's the other language we are not aware of. Changing text formatting, changing this. So if you want to work on this project, see how people are working on this, right? The moment, because this Saurav is the, I don't know, Saurav is available here, but Saurav is subscribed to that, and he asked something like what I have to do particular thing. Then we have some discussions going on, then where how what is the project is happening, what is the progress on this, right? So if you want to ping anyone in this one, you can also have one repository like Aditya's, like anyway, Aditya is going to, I shall be here and they're going to explain. Aditya will contribute to this, right? So like your page
Yeah,
of wiki page, and you have this kind of page. You probably know that. Anyway, I give it to Aditya, and he is going to explain this better, right? If anything, after the Aditya presentation, like, or we have other person also, right? So you create a page like this, and you can work it on this. Okay, so just in interest of time, I'm just stopping right now. That will be, so I'm sharing this the presentation to your chat. So you please work it out. Okay. So I'm just pausing this.
one just fact, Aditya is also one of your contribution among one of you. So great work, Aditya. So lot of things you can learn from Aditya. Cool. Thank you, Kashyap, for this. And I think they have learned a lot of things about Wiki Tools and X Tools and Fabricator. Probably we can have another call someday and can explain more about Fabricator, how to start contribution. And yeah, overall, thank you for this awesome conversation. We have a next speaker with us today, which is Agamya. So Agamya will be talking more about other tools like Gerrit and all. So Agamya, are you on this call?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hi, Agamya. So yeah, please start this call so that we can.
So, I, yeah, yeah. Are you sharing my screen? So, I think my screen is visible.
Yeah, it's
I'm
visible.
audible.
Yeah, absolutely audible.
Hello everyone. My name is Agamya, and I'll be taking the session on contributing to Wikimedia open source. And here is a list of here's a checklist I have prepared to getting started with contributing to open source. So the first step is to create a MediaWiki account, which is very necessary to contribute to Wikipedia. And yeah, the first step is to like create the MediaWiki account. So it's like a global account, and using this MediaWiki account, all the rest of the accounts like Garrett, Fabricator, and all these accounts are connected with this MediaWiki account. So it's the first step to contributing to Wikipedia. So you must have an account on MediaWiki. After to make an account, like you can simply go to this URL and add and so like you can like go to this URL mediawiki.org and create an account here. And like then you can enter your username, password, and all those. After like the your MediaWiki account is created, you can move on to the next step, which is creating a developer account. To create the developer account, this is the URL. You just click on this URL to take you to this website. So yeah. So so here it's again asking for a username and a shell username. So it's I would recommend that all the accounts you are making, make sure like for development side, try to keep the username same. Like if you're creating an account on Fabricator, then creating account on MediaWiki, then again creating account on Garrett. So like if it's asking for you a new username, try to like keep the username same in all the places because uh, many a times because due to conflict in the username, some things don't work out. So try to keep it same so it avoids confusion later on. And yeah, after filling up this form, like you can create a MediaWiki developer account and to like learn more about like how to create a shell username and all those things have been provided in the MediaWiki Wiki developer playbook. So you must have received this playbook. So this is the one. So like you can like go and search how to create the SH key and all those things. So after the the next step is creating a Fabricator account. So like creating an account of Fabricator is simple. Go to this URL and like let's just go to this there. Where you can like click on login and connect with either your MediaWiki account or the your developer account. So yeah. So as Kashyap sir has already told about the basic introduction about Fabricator. So when people start contributing to Fabricator, like they get confused because there are like so many things on the main page. Like there's all this and there's this tab here for like creating a different blog posts. Then there's activity. So if I have to simplify this for everyone, so everyone must have used GitHub, right? So let's say I have taken this GitHub repository. So if I go to this issues section, I can see a list of issues. Like currently it doesn't have any issues. Let me try to find the GitHub repository which has issues like uh, state GitHub. So if put it into right, to this and let's see, it doesn't have any issues. Uh, so like if I try to give a basic overview, so like if you go to issues tab, so it gives you a list of issues which are related to that particular repository. So Fabricator is very similar to that. Like in the Fabricator page, if you go, so here is a list of tasks which are related to the Wikimedia projects. It can be any request for a new feature. It can also be a maybe a bug related to any software or any project. So all those things are listed here. And like for example, if I'm interested in working with, let's say, I'm like,
Agamya, I would request you to tell them that once you are starting, guys, don't jump on task all the tasks, because all the tasks are not very easy. So you have to start from good first task. So Agamya, you also tell them about how to put filter on good first task and how to find good first task.
okay. So as you can see, like here's the button for good first task. So there is like if you click on this button, it gives you a list of all the good first tasks. So this gives you majority of the tasks, but let's say if you're not able to find good first task, like you can click on this button and it gives you an advanced search option. So if I like open Navigator on your page and click on this, so it's like if you like look into different tags, like there's a good first task, there's a patch welcome, and there's a I can like go to tags here and like I can add good first task also and like patch welcome new new from my task and new from my task. Yeah. If I like add multiple tags, it will give me more tasks. So it will be much more easy for me to give. Okay. So actually I didn't specify to search for what. So I have to like mention that it give me task. Only task, only give me task. It has started giving me users also. So I only need the task. So I can like okay, I use only the open task which I open. Okay, close. So yeah, it has like given me all the tasks which are like good for task and patch welcome, and these are open. So like you can like work on these tasks. So here is a like, good first task given me. So like these are like some of the ways you can find a good first task. Also, another you can say a tip you can say in which you like helps you find a good first task is try to search for a particular technology that you are interested in working with. Let's say, for example, if you're interested in working with CSS, or if you're interested in working with JavaScript, so try to filter those projects related to that particular tech stack. So it will be much more helpful. Like you will be able to contribute to them much more easily. So I'll go to let's say, so, like for example, if I'm ready to interested in cloud related stuff, so cloud VPS, let's say. So I can click on ready to all the projects related to cloud VPS will be listed here. And we are using this, we can like try to find good first task in a better way. And coming to yeah, so coming to like as Kashyap sir has already told like how to find a like get the source code for a particular task. Let's say if I'm trying to work on this project, I'll open this task and I'll like go to one of the tags, maybe this one, and then click on manage, and then like most probably you'll get the GitHub repository. Like for example, this one it gives you the GitHub repository, so like you can uh, work on that GitHub repository. So, so like creating your particular now creating an account on Garrett. So giving you a basic overview of Garrett. So Garrett is basically you can say a platform where all the status for a particular like for example if you post any code to GitHub, you must have done using GitHub. So on GitHub, it acts as a place where we can track like what is the status of your commit, like it has been approved or has it been like accepted or has that been rejected. If it has been rejected, then what is the reason for that? So it helps in creating all those things. So yeah, you can see all the changes which has been made. If you check 7:37, so someone has made a commit only 2 minutes ago. So like you can like imagine like how active is the committee. Like there are so many edits being made every minute. So try to contribute more and like hey look you can see like this person has made on particular repository he has made some changes. So he has given like what is the changes he has made. So like it has he has given the entire description of it. And if I want to like check what all changes he has made, like what all code the person has made. So if I like click on this, here is the list of all the files he has made changes to. So I like check so, like the green part represents the what code he has added and the red part shows what the code has been removed. So using this and many times like after seeing this interface, the beginners like they get afraid like what is this interface like this so complicated what I have to do next. So there's no need to be afraid because it's very simple. So here like this like below this like these all are the list of all the files the user has made changes to. For example, if I show one of very simple changes, I'll do a very easy one. So for example, this one. Yeah. So I've made a like a very small change in this one. So like it shows me what all line changes I have made. And like this is the very basic one. Then after making changes, it's also like important to like describe what all changes has to be made. So this box shows the whatever the commit message you have given for the particular commit, like what all changes we have made. For example, I've added a colon in the parsing template loop running. So this is the basic overview, and here is the like who made the commit, and who is the reviewer of the commit. And if I'll go down, so you can see there change log. So this like shows the I have made changes on particular date at time. Then the I've added a reviewer, like I've asked a maintainer to look into the project. You don't have to do that. Usually someone like automatically is assigned to review the project. So you don't have to do it manually. Sometimes if like if you think the project like the commit is taking a lot of time to be getting approved, you can ask them, but usually it gets commit. Then the person who is like reviewing the code, he will review the code and like he'll see whether the code is correct or not. Then it will go under testing. So the Jenkins bot is responsible for checking the code so that there are various steps which in the CI/CD pipeline. After like passing those tests, only then your code gets finally pushed into the main repository. So it will like check okay. So this is the uh, all the tests which it has performed. It's showing the like the console log, like it's showing the all the logs. So whatever test, whether the test has passed or not, what all code was executed to perform the test. So like you can go into the URL. So okay, so okay, actually this very old, so like in July one. So these like the logs don't remain for a long time, so they are only available for 15 to 20 days. After that, they are deleted. So like try to keep an eye on them. So yeah, this is, and then after this the changes is to merge and then all everything. And yeah, so this is like the basic overview of Garage. Initially, it's very like complicated. It looks, but it's not. Like this is what I have found. Like initially, like people like get afraid. Like this is such a complicated user interface, but it's very easy. Like if you like go through it 2 or 3 times, you will get habituated to it. And the next thing you'll be working on. So yeah. So if you are like understood like what how to like create a media wiki account, then create a developer account, fabricate an account and a Gerrit account, like you are this is the bare minimum which is required to contribute to wiki open source project. Now, for example, some projects are hosted on GitLab also. So to make an account on GitLab, process is there's a little bit extra steps involved. First, you have to go to GitLab Wikimedia account. And so after you like sign in with your account, uh, Wikimedia developer account, so like if you are creating for the first time, you like need to visit this URL and so actually it's a developer account only. So it will like connect with that account only. So you don't have to create another account. You just have to connect the Wikimedia developer account. So after you are like signed in, like there's a bunch of steps involved. Like you can visit this documentation, GitLab, registration your account on GitLab. So this article like tells you what are steps you have to take in order to create the Wikimedia developer account. So I've added all the like documentation at the end of the so like here you can see like there's the documentation for Gerrit, uh, and then also there's a documentation for GitLab also. So you can like visit like how to create a account on Gerrit. So there's a bunch of steps involved. Like after like if you like if I try to show the steps, uh, after like making an account on GitLab, you have to okay, this is saying that uh, you have to like get your account approved. To get your account approved, you need to first of all link your developer account to your fabricator account, then fill and unlock request form. So basically, you have to create a fabricator task, and that you like have to fill the form. Like, why are you like creating an account? You have to give a basic reasoning. You have to give your username, then uh, you have to mention a reason like why do you want to make an account on GitLab. After you fill the form, most probably someone will approve your account based upon your response. So this is how you like create an account on GitLab. Then, so this was the above mentioned things were related to contributing to open source, means the coding part. Like, after you have done with the coding part, let's say if you want to deploy your code, so there Wikimedia offers two options. Like there, these are the two basic options. First one is the ToolForge, and the second is the Wikimedia Cloud. Very important note, like you just can't deploy any project to these two things. Like these projects specifically have to be related to Wikimedia movement only. Like you cannot randomly like create any script or a bot and like try to deploy on it because there are admins who will like monitor all those things. So make sure that if you're deploying any project, it is has to be related to Wikimedia movement only. So coming to the tools admin, ToolForge account. So this is the URL to create a ToolForge account. So in order to create a ToolForge account, you need to like uh, fill up the form. Like why do you want the account? You have to give all those like reasons. Like if your reason is genuine, then only your account gets approved, and then you can like create start deploying to ToolForge. So a basic overview about ToolForge. If I go to ToolForge, yeah, so like it's a hosting platform provided for the Wikimedia contributors. And so like you can have like there you can have a bot which you have made, or it could be a script, or it could be a web service which you have created. So you can deploy all those things on the Toolforge account. So they like this is give you the main features of Toolforge, like things like PHP, Python, Node.js, and all these languages. If your project is in one of these projects, you can use the Toolforge account. Now, you might think of like Toolforge is also deploying used for deploying deployment, and then Wikimedia Cloud is also used for deployment. So when should you use Wikimedia Cloud, and when should you use your Toolforge account? So here is a list of constraints which are there on the Toolforge. For example, let's say uh, by default the Toolforge gives you two virtual CPUs and 8 gigabytes of RAM. You can like ask for like increase the limit, but if your project is heavy, like it requires more computational power, it's usually recommended to shift to cloud VPS, which is the Wikimedia Cloud. Like, like Wikimedia Cloud. Yeah, so like there is a list of here's a basic overview, like what all things you can deploy. Also, it's very important to like read the documentation because sometimes there are certain restrictions on what you can do and what you cannot do with a particular service. So it's very important to read the entire documentation properly before proceeding. So like, for example, there can be some terms and conditions involved with it, or there can be committee guidelines which you must follow. Like, here are the rules you must follow. Yeah, these are the terms and conditions for the tool forge account. So like, you should read all of these because if you violate any of these rules, your account may get terminated. So it's very important to read all those documentation properly. So this was related to Toolforge. If I'll give you a basic overview about Toolforge, so here, like you can see the list of tools which have been deployed on Toolforge. Okay, and obviously by yeah, here let me see. This is the source code for the particular tool, and yeah, you can see it's a Python-based tool which is used for creating a something related to Wikistats. If I'll go to yeah, so this is the tool which they have been working on. So you guys, you can see like this is the subdomain for Wikistat. So all the like whichever things the tools which will deploy on Toolforge will have this subdomain for Toolforge. So if I choose language English and type here yesterday, so it will show me the statistics. Like it will give you the total number of pages which have been proofread in the yesterday. Like I choose yesterday, so it will show the statistics of all the things which have happened in the yesterday. So like number of text which has been translated from scan. So like it gives you the overview of this. And last 7 days. So yeah, like it's a basically it's a statistics tool. Like it helps you analyze all the different statistics, like how the particular Wikimedia, let's say this is English Wikipedia, how is it growing, how the number of articles have been growing. So so this was basically tool codes. And also like if you have a tool which you think that which can help the community, you can like come to this platform and like ask. First of all, it's best to ask the maintainers and then like after they like approve like your project is good for the Wikimedia movement, you can like deploy the tool and ask like how to deploy the tools. And so like go to this documentation as mentioned about like how you can deploy it. Report itself. Let's say if I want to, yeah. So let's say if I have my like if I want to create a Python tool, so here's the documentation how to like create a Python tool. So like this gives you all the steps you need to create, you need to take in order to deploy a Python tool to tool. Similarly, there is for Django, Flask, Node.js, Rust, and all the other things like PHP and the 5 wiki script, 5 wikibot scripts, and all those things. Like on those are tutorial and like a good. So like if you like have any issue, like there's always the community. You can ask the people. They're very helpful. Always try to be like kind and so most probably if you'll ask your doubt, someone will respond and will help you. So this was tool code. The Wikimedia Cloud is also very similar to this. The only difference you could say is like Wikimedia Cloud will be used for things like which have need more computation power. There are some other differences also, but this is like the basic difference. Um, so another thing you could make your account on the post stories. So post stories is basically think of it as a email mailing list. So like once you join the mailing list, let's say I have joined the cloud announcement and the cloud mailing list. So any updates which are happening related to Wikimedia Cloud, I would receive the particular email in my particular email box. Let's say someone has added a particular feature or someone has updated how a particular thing is done. Let's say earlier it was using Python version 3.9. Now someone has updated the Wikimedia Cloud and now the Wikimedia Cloud is using Python version 3.12. So the entire community, like it has to be like they need to update, like they need to tell everyone. So if you like subscribe to the mailing list, you will like get the notification into your mail directly. Also, if you're like specifically for Wikimedia Cloud services, they offer streamline also. So it acts as a bridge between the Wikimedia Cloud and the like Wikimedia Cloud IRC channel, and so it's basically a bridge between those. And then there's the X tools. So X tools, as Kashyap sir has already explained, like there's the like list of all the tools related to analysis. So let's say there's an edit counter, and then I'll like search for let's say I'll search mine, which will give you all the data like go to the so like show the all the status related to yeah. So you must have like understood like the as Kashyap sir has explained. So this is it, and I'll be like giving you, sending you all these reference materials so like you can read and learn more about Wikimedia and uh, giving you that. Uh, so if you guys have any doubt, you can ask.